Hello, Dallas golfers. Brady Hawkshurst here. A little different setup today than when you normally see me doing product videos. We're in our fitting studio, and we wanted to take a little bit of time today to talk to you about Dallas Golf, who we are, what we do from a bigger picture. Many of you have come in our retail store and you see our operation, but we wanted to give you some more detail about kind of who we are as a company. I'm here today with some of the team members you've probably seen in the store, Jim George and Austin Fernandez. We're kind of the face of the operation here in the retail store. And to give you a little more background about who we are, our owner Don Gaffner started the company back in 1983 as primarily a repair operation. The business grew to, I think, Jim, include 4 retail stores at one time.
Yep.
So I think those were open until the late 2000s. You may have seen them around the Metroplex. We oftentimes get questions about, were you guys over on so-and-so? And for me in Austin, that's kind of a tough question to answer. I'm not a native of Dallas. Austin wasn't in the golf business, being a younger guy back then, obviously. But Jim, kind of the elder statesman of the group, says, yeah, we were over on Gus Thomason and 75. And so,
yeah, Story Road in Irving, Addison, right off Beltline as well, and Richardson right off of Highway 75.
Okay, so that has kind of morphed into, or I guess if you start back with the history, I think some of the big box stores came in at that time and the retail stores weren't as successful, and Don was evolving the business and we started to sell golf clubs online, and that's a big part of what we do today.
We actually were the very first ones to buy clubs and to refurb them and take trades. That really wasn't even existing, and that was also during the time when the internet became really big, and we were the first ones to actually sell used clubs online as well as shafts and that kind of thing. We started out by selling all types of sports goods just to see what would sell on eBay. And
Gotcha.
it just kind of grew from there.
Gotcha. So, I guess 2008, 2009, the last of the retail stores kind of shut down at that time, and the company went to
competition just really came on, and it was a boom.
Yeah.
And everybody started doing what we were doing.
Right.
PGA Superstore came in. They created their own PGA, event, and it was serious competition.
2008, 2009, the company went primarily to an online model, warehousing things, no real retail storefront for customers to come into. And the online business took off so much, and I think that's how many of you know us, through DallasGolf.com, where you bumped into our eBay store. And we encourage you to continue to go to those places today, obviously. But the success of that operation and kind of some changing market forces have allowed us to reopen a retail store to serve the local market. So that's what we're doing here today. So back to kind of the history of the company, I was talking to Don the other day. I think with 9 core staff members, we have, I just added it up, 182 years of experience in the golf business. Don's at 36, our CEO Matt's up at like 25.
I'm around 20.
Jim's around 20, I'm around 20. Austin, even at 29 years old, has been in the golf
9
business.
years.
How many years?
9 years.
9 years. Tell us more about your background, Austin, in golf.
I started out in green grass, like a lot of kids do, in the cart barn at a golf course, and basically worked my way up into upper management from that point. Spent a lot of time with Eagle Golf Corporation, did some management with them, kind of worked at a few of their different courses, and that's where I came here, is from you coming to the golf course that I worked at, and kind of recruited me from that point.
Yeah. Jim's been in and out of retail for most of your career.
Yep.
You're a veteran.
All right.
Thank you for your service. We like to take good care of veterans in here as well.
We do.
So we thank all the veterans for their service. And my background, I'm a career golf professional. I've been in various segments of the industry. I've been at the green grass side, been a head professional. I have coached collegiate golf. We took a women's team to the Division III National Championship. I've worked in the golf shaft industry. I've had a diverse ride through the industry. And That's what we wanted to talk to you more about here, is that we want to be a company that you can trust in with that 180 years experience across 9 people. We've got a club repair technician, 2 club repair technicians actually back there, Alfredo and Michaela, who have, I think close to 40 years repairing golf clubs. So
yeah, since Adam's golf. Actually.
I imagine back in the day when Alfredo started with us, we were still whipping woods, right?
No, not quite.
Not quite. I'm sure.
But we did have other repair guys that actually knew how to do that.
Yeah.
When I first came with the company, so yeah, it's a mystery there.
So, one thing that you can certainly get from us if you come in here and see us is a full service, complete club repair operation. We can reshaft woods and irons. Reshafting of woods is a little different today with adjustable tip adapters. I don't have one close by, but adjustable tip adapters. Reshafting of irons, we can bend, loft, and lie. We can evaluate and fit for proper loft and lie. What other club repair services we do, Austin?
A lot of regripping going on.
Auto regripping.
Mm-hmm.
One thing that I see most of is guys asking if we can change their line angles for them and then actually evaluate what they need to have happen to their line angles. We do that on a daily basis. That doesn't really take much of an appointment or anything, but it's something that certainly people can benefit from quite heavily.
It's a big directional component to lie angle. It can really help people play better golf. So you have consistent fades or draws, come see us and ask us, are my lie angles correct? Or are you leaving the face open? Is it a player issue or is it a golf club issue? That's what we're going to help figure out for you. Back to more of what we do as a company. Our retail space here, we're specifically kind of geared towards selling new clubs and custom club fitting. We've been recognized as a top 100 fitter. We take a lot of pride in that. That's kind of my primarily role. I'm the tech golf club guy with my background. Jim's the more managerial administrative guy. Austin dabbles in a little bit of everything and is a great asset, but that's one thing I think really makes us unique, is that we can really cover the full gamut of players, from those who want the high-end custom fitting tour level experience. You can get that at Dallas Golf. And then at the opposite end of the spectrum, with the success of the online business, and as Jim mentioned, taking in the trade-ins and pioneering selling used clubs, if you're on a budget and want to buy a $70, $80 driver, we have that too. So, Austin, you deal with a lot of the players who aren't in the market for the $3,000 set. Tell us about what we can do to help players on a budget shopping for used clubs. What do we have back kind of behind the wall?
I mean, we pretty much have a little bit of everything. We have the used high-end stuff all the way down to the used low-end stuff. I mean, if you're somebody who's looking for a driver for $80, $90, we can cover you. Irons for anything from $200, really. And it's a great place to come if you're a beginner golfer and just want to get in the game. We can pretty much outfit a bag for you for definitely under $1,000. And a lot of beginners are looking for that. I know that golf clubs have raised in price quite steeply over the last few years. So,
yeah, right now we're at a price point with irons that are somewhere between $125 and $175 a club, and we certainly understand that's a big initial investment for a beginner. So that's not necessarily the best avenue for someone to take if they're unsure if they're going to like the game. We certainly encourage you to get out and play. The three of us love to play the game. I play a lot of rounds of golf. Jim gets out a couple times a month and enjoys it. Austin's been back and forth with playing a little, playing a lot. He's in a playing a lot stage right now. So, but that initial investment for a beginner can certainly be quite steep if you think about new equipment, and that's one thing that we can certainly help you with. The way that process works. Go ahead.
It is. It's a high quality product. It's your big brand name manufacturers back there. It's not something that you'd find in not to hate on box sets or anything like that, but it is. It's high quality products. We have everything from Titleist all the way through down to Cobra. Anything that you're really looking for as far as used golf clubs back there. It's a high quality product.
Yeah. So we oftentimes will see customers who bumped into the website come in the store. They've seen a golf club, and you can kind of see it. We ask them if they need any help, and their initial response, "No, I'm okay right now. I'm looking around." And you see them take a lap around the store, and then they come back to the counter and they say, "Well, I saw this club online, but I don't see it." And that's, I think, a point we certainly want to make. None of the equipment that we have on the sales floor is specifically posted online. If you see it online, there's a 98% chance it's behind the walls back in our warehouse, and we don't allow folks back there because of how much shipping we do. It would make things pretty complicated for the folks that do the shipping online for finding clubs, and it's just more efficient not to do that. But come in and ask us if you see a golf club online, and we're going to go get it for you. We've got 2 fitting bays here. You can hit that golf club, you can test that golf club, determine if you like it. You know, oftentimes we'll say, "Yeah, my buddy had one of these, and can I find one?" So come in and ask us about that. We can certainly help you figure out where that golf club is, allow you to test it, allow you to hit it. We can give you advice on how well it performs for you with our launch monitors and here in the hitting bay. Sometimes people will say, "Yeah, I hit my buddy's 10.5 regular driver, but that player needs a 9.5 stiff." So come see us and ask us about that, because we can certainly help you find a better golf club maybe than hitting your buddies.
Yeah, there's no wrong question for sure. We have accounts with everybody.
Yeah.
So in the business, if there's something out there and you have a question about anything, let us try to figure it out for you.
Yeah. So our fitting programs, that's one thing that I have kind of steered and put together. We have a couple of different packages. We have an advanced fitting package that we gear towards more avid players. You're playing a couple times a week. You're playing, or even if you're not playing that frequently, but you're a lower handicap player, you might have a very specific pattern of shots that will help you actually with the advanced package. We charge $100 for that service, and then it's about an hour and a half process. And we really dive deep into the metrics of ball flight using our technology, the launch monitors, the head monitoring technology. And we evaluate how the ball flies and advise you on whether or not that's a good ball flight that's going to help performance, or if there can be a change. And so if you make a purchase with us, at the end of that fitting, we discount that fee by $50. But let's suppose you're not an avid player, or you only play 2 or 3 times a year, or you're a beginner. We can also help that player also with our basic fitting package. Austin, tell the folks about kind of the basic fitting package.
Basic fitting package, it's really for a player that your beginner player, you're a high handicap player that wants to just get simply into the right type of golf club for them. We don't really look at too many ball metrics in that fitting, because it's that player kind of spits them all over. If you're a player that is looking for a specific product, we would also fit that into our basic fitting. If you're looking for, say, Titleist T100, and you're just looking for the right shaft and line angle, right spec of golf club for you, that's certainly something that we could do in the basic package also. That's a $25 service, and it usually takes about 45 minutes.
Yeah. So we really highly encourage most players to get fit. I don't think necessarily 100% of everybody needs fit. I think a very high majority need to be. And you raised some good points that if you just know that you're brand specific, you need to know which Titleist golf club's best for me, or which TaylorMade golf club, or which Callaway. If you love that brand, even if you're an avid player, we can fit you into that basic fitting package there. Mm-hmm. Jim has a line that I specifically like, that he says some of the best money you can spend in golf is on instruction.
No doubt about it.
So that's something that we do here as well. We do offer instruction. One question I get a lot about instruction is, do you teach outside? And unfortunately, no, I do not. I don't have an arrangement to teach outside, but I think that the technology we have inside specifically is very helpful. You're going to get a video of your golf swing. You're going to get some of the data metrics that our launch monitors gather with path, face angle, angle of attack that are going to give you a visual if you're a visual learner. I'm also going to explain it to you, why it's important and why we want to change it and what a change will produce. So, we start at the golf ball and work back. What's the ball do? What's the club doing to produce that ball flight? And then what's the body doing to move the club that produces that ball flight? So and now is a good time, the winter, if you want to come in and get a lesson, begin to kind of jumpstart your preparation for golf next summer, come see me for a lesson series. So, pretty diverse company. Lessons, fitting, club repair, new clubs, premium clubs, new clubs. You know, we had PXG demo day in here yesterday, and then actually, Jim, tell us more about kind of the demo day programs that we run.
Well, we try to get everybody, each company, to be involved with us on that, and it's a fitting day where we really want people to schedule an appointment, get some of the facts, get the feel for that particular company, what they have to offer, and you get the expertise directly from the company. They pay those guys to come out and do fittings at different clubs, and they're bringing us into the fold with what we've got set up, so it makes a very good partnership. The whole idea that we have is to try to create the best situation for you, knowledge-wise, and a good experience. We want you to remember us as just people that want to make the right decisions, give you the correct information, and enjoy the visit. We look forward to seeing people, and we really want to cater to being the best at what we do.
Yeah, very good point. We do work hard at trying to make sure everybody is happy that leaves the doors here. So,
and if we don't know that there is an issue, we want to find out.
If you have a less than perfect experience with us, come in and tell us, because
Yeah.
we're gonna bend over backwards to make it right.
Exactly.
You know, premium equipment, and then also the used equipment and older model discontinued stuff is something that we specialize. So, I don't know if I've got anything else to add kind of about our company. We're going to continue to do some of these podcasts. We're going to give you some kind of equipment reviews on occasion, talk about differences between products at times. You know, what's the difference between a Pro V1 and Pro V1X? How are they different? A lot of information going on with golf balls these days. You know, we spent a lot of time and effort in trying to stay right at the leading edge of what's going on in the equipment industry. Austin has been out to Callaway to go through a master fitting program. I'm a Callaway master fitter. We've both had the opportunity to visit with Mr. Bob Vokey and hit wedge shots with him and understand his thought process about what's important in wedge play, and we're going to continue to do that with furthering our education so that we can be a trusted source for you when you have questions about golf. So
Yeah, and please send any questions if you actually can tell us what we need to cover.
Yeah, we'd like to be on
Yeah.
about as hands-on as possible with your experience here. So if you're a customer that's unknowledgeable in certain aspects of golf clubs, just ask us a question. We're happy to answer.
Yep, call us anytime.
absolutely. So stay tuned. You're going to see more of these little video segments coming up down the road. We're going to do them at least once a month. If we can figure out enough fun topics to talk about to keep you entertained, we'll ramp them up and do every couple of weeks. But thanks for checking us out. Make sure you go to the website, dallasgolf.com. It's really a fantastic website. Any golf shaft you want, browse all the club offerings. You can link to the eBay store right from the homepage. You can finance golf clubs on Affirm through the website. That's been very helpful for some people to get into the equipment that they've been dreaming about, or if they come in for a fitting. That's a great feature that we offer. And you can certainly rely on us for our experience. Again, I think 182 years amongst kind of 9 key folks. We're just a small sampling of it here, but you know, the rest of the building has got a wealth of experience also, that if one of us 3 can't answer that question, there's probably somebody in the building that can.
More than likely.
So check us out. Come in our retail store. We're Northeast Dallas at 10265 Miller Road. Find us online at dallasgolf.com. Come see Austin. Come see Jim. Come see Brady. We can help you out.